I made a promise to myself. One day, whether that's 1 or 10 years from now, one day I'll stand on that stage and I'll be the best Pokemon player in the world. That was my childhood dream, and I've got a long way to go, so come along with me as we travel the road to worlds. Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. My name is Waffles Dajin Yenber and this is Road to Worlds, the series where I take a team that I have built myself. This week I have built this one myself, yay yay yay, and we take it onto the VGC ladder, get some battles in, and we try to learn some things. Now, Regulation D is almost upon us, so this week I have built us a Regulation D team here, originally formed around Goodra, but it turned into a little bit more of a rain team. So we'll start talking about the Goodra part and then we'll just go from there. So looking at the Goodra, if you guys didn't know, I love Goodra. Don't really love the Hisuian form because the Hisuian form looks like they just gave Goodra a shell and depression, so that's not great. But Goodra is here with the Sap Sipper, with the incredible Special Bulk and the Assault Vest. We're going to be trying to boost Goodra with Sap Sipper and do some big damage while taking those special hits. But unfortunately, while Goodra is super specially tanky, it's not as tanky physically, and that's where Little Liv comes in. Last week we used an Arboliva on our team and it was just an incredibly wonderful physical tank. I really didn't expect it to be that good, so this week we've got another one, just this time fully going defensive. We've got the 236 physical defense. I've got Strength Sap, Giga Drain, Pollen Puff. I experimented a little bit with Pokemon that use Petal Blizzard to try to boost up Goodra, but turns out when you have a rain team going for a grass type moves that hit everyone, really bad idea. So instead we've got Arboliva, who I feel like will be a little bit better of an answer to things like Dondozo, while I can still Giga Drain to boost up Goodra and Pollen Puff to heal up a lot of my big sweeper Pokemon. Now the reason this turned into a rain team was I was thinking about what kind of things would stop Goodra, and the biggest problem that came to mind was Trick Room Sun. Trick Room Sun would be a huge problem, so in order to stop the sun, we're gonna bring the rain. We've got Pelipper here, Drizzle, I've got Tailwind just in case we're facing another team that has some speed support, speed control, Hurricane because it's 100% accurate, Hydro Pump for the good damage, Protect because it's Protect, Damp Rock because surprisingly that actually has been very helpful. A lot of people I've been facing while I practice try to stall out the rain, but those extra 3 turns of rain make a huge difference. So we're going to be running the Damp Rock over the Focus Sash. And then I've actually put a decent amount into its special attack because if I get a Tailwind up, I have enough speed to outspeed Iron Bundle, which basically means I have enough speed to outspeed everything else, except for like Regieleki and a couple of the other new Pokemon. The rest of this goes into HP, and I'm Terra-type Ground just in case I need the Electric immunity. Probably I won't be terrestrializing, there we go. I always forget that word. Terrestrializing Pelipper because it's Pelipper, but it could come in handy once or twice, I think. Now, the other reason we want to use a rain team is Basculegion, our Paranorman friend here, is insane. At 228 speed EVs plus a speed boosting nature, we are able to outspeed Regieleki, max speed Regieleki with Swift Swim. It is insane. We've got 112 physical attack, 28 HP just because we want that odd HP and we didn't need EVs and anything else. Last respects because wow, if you don't know, this is a move that's specific to Basculegion. It gains 50 power for every time a party member has fainted, which means if you've got at least 2 Pokemon down, freaking Basculegion is out here doing 150 damage. 150 base power, way more damage than that. It is insane. We are using a Life Orb, Terra-type Ghost, and just this is one of our sweepers that is just gonna clean up games, especially if maybe Goodra and Little Liv can't quite eke it out. Basculegion is gonna come in and go bop, dead. Anything that doesn't resist Ghost or is immune, dead. Waterfall, I'm using that over Wave Crash. Wave Crash would be a little bit more damage, but we already have a Life Orb. I kind of want to be able to rely a little bit more on having the longevity, there we go, longevity of Basculegion, so Waterfall kind of helps us do that. Plus, Flinch Chance is always nice. Aqua Jet for priority, because we don't have priority anywhere else, and Protects because it's Protect. We've also got another Swift Swim Pokemon, a little bit bulkier. We've got Spike, with 8 speed EVs, is also able to outspeed Iron Bundle in the rain. Bar Barrage has a 50% chance to poison, and then goes up to a base 120 power move. Again, that's a signature move thing. Crunch because Dark Stab. Haze because things set up, and it would be good to have something other than Little Live that can also deal with setup sweepers. And Protect because it's Protect. And finally, we have William to help us with the Weather Wars. William is here with the Covert Cloak, which means that William cannot be faked out. Well, he can be hit with it, but he won't flinch, which is wonderful. Basically, what we're going to do with this Thundurus Therian, and the reason we're going Therian over the other Thundurus with Prankster is because of the Volt Absorb. So if I'm in a situation with Big Gulp out, and I know they're going to go for an electric move, I can just switch in William, and then just have Rain set up and be immune, and that's cool. But the other reason we're using Thundurus Therian here is that with the Covert Cloak, I can be faked out, won't be flinched, and I can just set up Rain Dance. And then my Swift Swim Pokemon will go right after that because the way speed works and all that. So basically, this is the Surprise Rain. This is especially helpful versus other weather teams because Big Gulp is going to be faster than any other weather setter, which means if it's Pelipper versus like a Torkoal, the Torkoal is going to get its weather up instead of Pelipper. So by instead leading Thundurus Therian in those matchups, I can either switch into Big Gulp or I can just go for Rain Dance. We've got Taunt in order to stop Trick Room because Trick Room really would be a big problem. And Wild Bolt Storm, I have not been able to pronounce that, but Wild Bolt Storm is a ridiculous new signature move that Thundurus gets, and it is insane. So 20% chance to paralyze, 100% accurate in rain, and 100 base power. So much so that I've actually made this Thundurus Therian more of a support. You can see we've got a little bit more physical defense. The speed IVs are, I believe, again, just outspeeding Iron Bundle. Let me double check that. Oh, I do not know, actually. I put those speed EVs for a reason, but I didn't write that reason down. Oops. Well, anyways, we're going to be going with that to try to just paralyze some things. Again, another form of speed control. And because it should still be doing a decent chunk, even if I'm not invested, I have base 145 special attack. It still should be ridiculous. So that's the team. We're going to hop onto the ladder right now. Okay, we are here with the battle. We are facing Josh, who has a very obvious Trick Room team with Cresselia, Amoonguss. We've got the Urshifu. I actually don't know which one that is. I'm gonna guess it's water just based on the team comp, but who knows. Heatran, Landorus Therian, and Ursaluna. So obviously I'm going to be leading with William. I need to be able to taunt that Trick Room immediately, stop that thing, and be able to then deal with everything else. But I'm thinking, because a lot of the team is actually weak to Pelipper, that leading Pelipper would also be pretty good. So I'm gonna do that. Let's see. In the back, I don't feel like Goodra is actually that helpful here, especially with the Urshifu around. I kind of feel like Paranorman would be, though. Paranorman kind of hits everything, except for maybe Amoonguss. Actually, wait, no, Goo actually needs to be here because Amoonguss exists. Do I want to go Arboliva Goodra then? I mean, I'm setting up the rain. Oh, I might regret this, but we're not going to go Arboliva. We're just going to bring in the Goodra specifically for that Amoonguss. I am a little bit worried about Spore Shenanigans because really my answer is Goodra for that. If I'm my opponent, I don't know if I'd actually bring Amoonguss, but considering I am running a rain team, it's possible. We're going to see. But the main thing I want to make sure we're doing is taunting that Cresselia immediately. I could see them leading like Ursaluna and Cresselia. Oh, Cresselia Urshifu. Okay. Alright, so let's see what Urshifu this is. I think either way, it shouldn't be able to OHKO my Thundurus. So let's see. It's the... Okay, it's the water one. Alright, that's actually a lot better for me. So we're going to taunt Cress right away. And I am going to go for... it's a Trick Room team. I don't need a Tailwind, so we're just going to go for the Hurricane. Hopefully I can do enough damage. Okay, that's fine. I'm assuming you're going for what? Surging Strikes on Thunderous Therian, which actually might kill me. Now I'm thinking about it. Yep, Surging Strikes. Oh, yeah, that definitely kills. Oh, no. Rain boosted. Oopsies. Okay. Well, that's maybe okay. If I bring in Basculegion, I could maybe Terra Ghost and then kill the Cress before it can Trick Room. And we killed the Urshifu, which is actually great. Urshifu was a little bit worrisome, especially with Goodra in the back. So yeah, I think we bring in Paranorman. I think Paranorman, Terra Ghost should be enough to deal with Cress. That's my hope. The one cool thing about having to do this on the casual ladder... Oh yeah, Ursaluna. Okay, we'll be okay. So the one cool thing about doing this kind of on the casual ladder is that, like, we get to show the nicknames. That's the one thing I've been missing whenever I do rank stuff. I get the feeling that Ursaluna is just going to protect, but I'm still going to go for the Hydro Pump. The cool thing about Terra typing into Terra Ghost is that I cannot be facaded, which is cool. I like not being facaded by Ursalunas. Ursaluna seems like a pretty scary bear. And listen, nothing against bears, you know, happy Pride Month and everything, but just not in the mood to be facaded like that. Just not. Anyway, last respects, Terra type Ghost. I've got one Pokemon down, so this is base 100. Yes! Alright, no Trick Room. Oh, I do not know if that crit mattered. I actually don't know if that crit mattered. I'll calc it and I'll put it on the screen. But I'm curious. Okay, so the Guts boost is gonna go off. He does not have his Trick Room, which is great. So what's next? Is it Amoonguss? I could see like a Rage Powder Amoonguss coming out. Yes, okay. Cool, this is fine. So what we're gonna do then is, because Rage Powder is gonna do its thing, I'm actually gonna go straight into Goodra. Because if I'm my opponent, Basculegion is the scariest Pokemon on the field right now. Because you can kind of kill Big Gulp pretty easily. So I'd probably go for the Spore and have Ursaluna just go for damage on Big Gulp. I could see him killing Big Gulp here, but me going for the Hurricane, 100% accurate Hurricane, should be able to do a huge chunk to Amoonguss, even if it doesn't kill. Okay, no Spore, just Rage Powder. That's cool. I'm good with that. Hurricane. How much? Yeah, that's very respectable. And we get the confusion, which is nice. But I'm thinking like Ice Spinner. Or actually, no. Because yeah, Big Gulp's gonna go down here. Ooh, how do I want to handle this? Actually, yeah, how do I want to handle this? I think maybe I protect Paranorman. And I go for the Ice Spinner, because it does hit both. Ooh, wait a minute. If I go for the Ice Spinner targeting Ursaluna, Amoonguss goes for the Rage Powder, I still hit it, I still kill it. But if I can hit that Ursaluna, I might put it in range of Waterfall. So I am a little bit worried about it not being in range. And Last Respects is, you know, it's immune to that, so that could be a problem. But I think this might be the best play. Okay, that's a Rage Powder. Or Protect. Rage Powder. Okay, that's fine. This is fine. Is he gonna go for the Facade or the Earthquake? I could see him going for the Earthquake just because he can't hit Basculegion otherwise. But Amoonguss goes down, that's fine. Yeah, Earthquake. Okay. Goodra, do you take this? I don't think you do. It's physical. Goo, are you okay? No, you're not okay. You're really not okay. Okay, I'm sorry, Goo. You did your job, though. You really did a good job. I appreciate you. Okay. Okay. Waterfall. He can't Facade. He can go for single target Earthquake, which is going to do probably a large chunk and might kill me. On the other hand, Waterfall might kill this. Oh! Terra Normal? What would you Terra into? Terra Ground. Oh, Waterfall is going to be... Well, actually, it's already super effective anyways, but... Wait, Terra Ground, Earthquake. Oh, okay, he's going for the boosted. Okay, I see. Hey, we got it. Okay. Yeah. Let's go, Basculegion. Basculegion is insane. Basculegion, I was telling you guys, freaking insane. I love him. Paranorman, good job, buddy. We defeated Josh. I think the biggest key to that was actually just denying the Trick Room. If that Trick Room had gone up, you know, Ursaluna would have outsped us in the end. We wouldn't have been able to deal with most of that. And so I get the feeling that us going into it, focusing on denying the Trick Room was the key to success there. So thank you guys for watching. I will be back on Wednesday. You're going to see this again on Wednesday and Friday for 2 more battles with this team. So hopefully we can give Goodra some love in those, and I will see you then. Have a good day, a good week, a good life, and take care of yourself. Bye-bye.